see rate the page, so you can go and rate the company. So when I go to the product section, this is where your online store. So the community business token, which I was talking about earlier, which is coming. So now I'm actually going to use my Binance Pay. I don't know if you can see my video, but I'm going to open. I don't know if you can, if I share the screen, can you see my video? All right, so I've opened Binance Pay on my phone. I have read about the product. I like the products, and now I say go to cart. I can change the quantities. For the purposes, I'm just going to change it to 1. Once I'm happy and my delivery addresses is selected, I go to proceed checkout, and there's net cash and there's Binance Pay. So for tonight, I'm going to use Binance Pay because I want to pay with crypto. So I said yes, proceed for payment. On my phone, I'm opening up Binance Pay, the app, and then internet is a little bit slow, so just bear with us. So then it pops up. I can see the QR code. I can either continue with payment and type in manually where the money needs to go, or I can simply, what I'm doing now is I'm using my phone and I'm scanning the QR code, and now I'm approving the purchase. You'll see it pop up now. And the payment is successful. I've got my SMS, and now I can click back to merchant. And there's my invoice. So I've now successfully bought CBT tokens using my Binance Pay wallet. Now, everything that I've shown you now is as simple as being able to read English. So once you've registered on DigitalFlyer, at the top right, you will see either your business name or your name, depending on how you registered your profile. So when I click on that, it will take me to my own personal back office page. So the security on this is quite strong. There's lots of encryptions that happens in the back office, especially with your keys, which I will show you now. Basic analytics. We are busy building new analytics that will give you even more insight onto your business performance on the platform. So when I want to add a business, I simply click on add business here on the left under business dashboard. And it's as simple as filling out a form. You just complete these fields. It tells you exactly, this is your mobile number, this is your WhatsApp number, select your categories. Once you've built your page, it will take up to 24 hours to go live because we do scan the businesses. We don't allow any, there's certain industries we do not allow, like adult entertainment and MLMs. We do not allow on the platform. So once your business is approved, you can then in your back office under listed businesses and products, you will normally only see one business, but because this is my admin back office, I see multiple test sites. But if I now want to edit something, I simply click on edit, and I can go and change my telephone number. I can change my descriptions. I can add videos. I can go and change the images that I'm uploading. I can upload new documents. I can go change my social media links if necessary, or even my operating times. If I decide I only work 3 days a week, then I can come and change it here. Once that is done and you're happy with your page and it's approved, you will see in your back office there's a little box, and if you hover over it, it says add product. So if you want to enable your online shop, you simply click on add product, and again, it's as simple as filling out a form. You can just need to read English. You can see your categories, your currencies. We are going to add more currencies in the coming weeks because we are opening it up for a global usage. You can maintain stock variants. For example, if you sell t-shirts, you get a small, medium, large, and the prices might differ. The other nice part of this is you can build your own frequently asked questions. So on this specific product, if you know there's lots of questions from your customer, you can come and build it here. Now, the best part is we do not take, if you come here to this side, Binance Pay, you will see it there, and Binance Pay configuration. You can see each company that I've got listed has got its own link. These keys are very highly encrypted, so not even the development team can see it once it's verified. So your keys are extremely safe. Once you've got your page and you've got your merchant account with Binance Pay, which I'll also show you now how to get it. You simply come to your back office, you click on the edit part, and it asks you for two keys, your Binance Pay API key, which you get in your back office, and then your Binance API secret. Obviously, you need to keep those very, very secure. Then it will tell you here to add this link. And once done, you click on verify and save, and your account is immediately linked to your DigitalFlyer page. So when somebody, like what I've just done when I bought the CBT tokens now, the money doesn't go to a DigitalFlyer central account. It goes directly to your own Binance Pay wallet. So that's basically in essence what the platform is. You can go create your events, even sell event tickets. So if I go to add event, you can basically come in and sell. How many participants are you allowing? What's the price of the ticket? And people can buy. So if you've either got the net cash or your Binance Pay integrated, people can buy your tickets online. And yeah, that is DigitalFlyer in a nutshell. If I go to Binance, the merchant.binance.com, access merchant, if you don't have a Binance Pay wallet yet, you can simply click on this or a merchant account. This will say apply for an account and follow the steps. It's quite simple to do. It's if you can open a Binance wallet or a Binance account, you'll be able to add your merchant account. You will need certain legal documentation and a process to be verified that you are legit, but it's very, very simple to actually do. Once your Binance Pay wallet or Binance Pay account is open, you will simply click on Access Merchant Dashboard. And I'll quickly show you what's happening here. Here I can, excuse me, here I can see the transactions that happened today. I don't want to do that now. You can follow all of this. Here's all your transactions, what's happened. Then if I go to transactions, let's say, for example, your client needs to be refunded. It's very simple to click on refund and you type in the amount that that client or customer needs to be refunded if they made a mistake or anything in that line. We've done it countless times. The Binance Pay team, the development team, is incredibly sharp and quick to support. They really go out of their way to answer questions, talk to your developers, and help you to integrate the APIs if you want to implement it into your own website. All that we've done is we've just taken it a step further, and we're enabling any merchant that's got an account to open a DigitalFlyer account, link their Binance Pay, and they've got a fully online shop solution. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. Yeah, that's basically it. Did I miss anything, Douglas? Are there any questions?
You haven't missed anything at the moment. I'm just going to further elaborate with a few questions. So is this open DigitalFlyer platform open to anyone that has a business? Is there a size your business has to be? Do you have to have staff? What type of stuff do you actually need to open your webpage with DigitalFlyer?
Great question. The reason why we built DigitalFlyer is for that everybody can have an online, whether you've got a registered business or not a registered business, and it's a side hustle. So you're baking cakes or you doing house sitting for people over festive seasons or whatever the case is, holiday seasons, anybody can go and open a DigitalFlyer page. There is a cost of 1,200 per year to use the platform, but that's it. There's no other fees, no monthly fees, no sales fees. If you use your Binance Pay, link it in, and people buy your products, goods, or services through the platform. So, yeah, just in short, it is. We've got large businesses using it to extend their digital footprint, and that's where they attract more people. If you use Google for business, if you use Facebook, those companies are all starting to use DigitalFlyer as well. The other part is we've got people that's got side businesses or side hustles. They, like I said earlier, they bake cakes, they mow lawns, they do whatever, and they also use DigitalFlyer because that is their cheapest and easiest way for getting onto an online platform and sell their businesses and have their own website, because you get your own unique URL once your business is used, and that is like your business URL. So, for example, DigitalFlyer is digitalflyer.digitalflyer.co.za, or if we have to build a page, a business page for Binance, it will be binance.digitalflyer.co.za. So it's your own unique online solution.
Okay, perfect. I think that answers that. We have Robert in the chat that is asking, is DigitalFlyer recruiting at the moment? If yes, how can we tap into these opportunities?
To be honest, let me just share my screen again. Good question. And they're welcome to, I don't know if you share my contact details or they can reach me anywhere online. But if I go back and I share again, in the back office, we've got a referral program. We've built the business structure in such a way that we don't have massive overheads. The system is very, very simple, but we did add a referral link and we've got an agent program. So anybody who uses DigitalFlyer, whether you're a paid business member or just a normal site visitor that's got an account on DigitalFlyer, you will get this link. And when you use that link, it starts at, I think, 12.5% referral fee, and it works it all the way up to 40% of the annual recurring fee. So yes, our recruitment is on a referral basis. We don't really recruit staff at this point. That answers the
Perfect.
question.
That makes a lot of sense. That does answer the question. I see Bakwe in chat saying a lady in a neighborhood sells baked goods and online presence would definitely increase her reach. Bakwe, I will post Dewald's, well, not his exact contact details. I will post how to get a hold of him on the Telegram group if you do have people that are interested. I did hear something interesting in the presentation. You only charge a yearly fee, so you don't charge people per transaction, etc. You don't take, as people say, a cut or anything like that. You practically a yearly subscription and then free to use once you've paid that subscription, if that makes sense.
Correct. That's perfect. It's just a yearly membership fee. Whether you sell one product a year or 1,000 products a month through the platform, there's no other fees that will be taken. Of course, if it's Binance Pay to Binance Pay, there's zero fees as well because there's no transaction fees in Binance. When you use the Binance Pay, when you use Net Cash, they do have their fees, but that's something that you negotiate directly with Netcash. We also help you with that process, and we can help you with the Binance Pay process too. So if anybody is interested in getting their own Binance Pay merchant accounts, they can definitely get in touch and we can assist them there. But yeah, there's no other fees. It's a flat fee per year. You're on the platform and you can use all the tools. Whether we add more functions or anything like that, there's no catch where we enable something and then all of a sudden the price goes up or we charge you more. So whatever we build into the platform will always be part of that yearly annual subscription.
Perfect. We have a question from Robert. I think we can both answer this because I don't know who he's actually directing it to. He's asking, how robust is your support customer care in case users incur technical glitch in the platform? From Binance, we all know very robust system. We have our online support members through the app. We have our Telegram channels with our angels. We have our social medias. On the DigitalFlyer side, I will let Dewald speak on to his customer care support team.
Yeah, basically, once you see it, if there's a technical issue, our development team is quite quick to sort that out. We've got all the various channels on social media where you can pop in and ask a question at any point in time, and somebody will be answering you quite quickly. So our customer support is very important for us. We do try and channel it through the emails, the info@digitalflyer.co.za, and that way we manage the support. But to be honest, on our YouTube, all the how-tos are there. And as I just showed you now, there's not really too much. As long as you can read English and type English, you'll be able to be your own web developer and web manager.
Great to hear. Great to hear. So there, guys, you do know he does have a support team, well, a development team. They aren't just going to leave you hanging if there is a technical glitch or something like that. I myself have been communicating with Dewald for a few months now, and I can tell you right now, if you do have an issue and you do get a hold of him, 5 to 10 minutes, maximum 10 minutes, he will have responded to you. He will engage with you one-on-one and will help you. I do have a question from my side quickly, Devald. With the whole setup of DigitalFlyer to the Binance Pay wallet, to even the Netcash wallet, do you guys support businesses in that process, or is it kind of a log on and take it from there type thing, or do you actually support businesses in setting up these accounts?
No, we actually support them. On Binance Pay, we've got direct connection with the Binance Pay team. And like I said, they are really, really, really quick. We dealt with them through the WhatsApp group, and they are ready to assist any company who wants to go through. With a Netcash, you just click on apply for Netcash account. A little form pops up, and the Netcash team takes over, and they handhold you through the whole process. But if anybody's got any issues or needs assistance in that level, they can definitely contact us and we will assist them.
Perfect. We have another question in the chat from Robert. How has DigitalFlyer organized itself in regards to current massive hacks going on? So I think this is a security question. With all that's going on, all the hacks, all the social engineered hacks, what is DigitalFlyer doing to keep its community safe, to keep its users safe, etc.? What security levels do you have in place?
Well, I can answer it on a very technical level, but to make it simple, if you go and look at DigitalFlyer, there's nothing really to hack. There's no money value that lies there. It's all information that you are willing to share with the public. We always tell people, do not put stuff on their documents or whatever the case is that you don't want the public to see. So the data is visible to anybody, whether they hack our service or whether they go and copy and paste your contact details or your product information or your business information. They're going to get it in any case and anywhere. So our security is very strong. We've got various servers across the globe where it's hosted. It is scalable. There's lots of security in the back office, but in the end, there's nothing to hack. There's no monetary value. There's no assets that actually lies inside of the platform. And that's why we set it up in such a way that we do not control any money. We just manage the flow, or we just connect the buyer to the seller. So that transaction happens. And the security is actually more on Binance because we're integrating with Binance Pay. So the security we're leveraging from what Binance Pay's security structure is, and the same on Netcash. So the security components there is we've set it up in such a way that the security for your wallet and your funds is actually lying on those two platforms. There's nothing in our. If they do hack us, it will most probably just be malicious to drop the server, and then the server will just kick, our redundant server will kick in very quickly after that, and it will replicate all the lost data or whatever the case is. So yeah, in short is, I'm not stressed about hackings or people hacking our server because there's nothing to hack. It's just pure miscellaneous or malicious hacking that will maybe attract somebody. Does that make sense?
Makes perfect sense to me. So you do have stuff in place, but it's not too much of a concern because what are they really going to take from you? Just following up on that and what you have just said, if it's in my understanding, you are actually you're not directly providing people with a service, you're giving them the option to grow their platform, different ways to receive payments, etc. You are third party providing them, if I can put it that way, and not actually handling anyone's funds for them. At the end of the day, do you actually handle anyone's funds, or do you just give them the ability to open different payment methods?
Correct. Yeah, we don't handle any funds. We don't get involved with any transactions. It's merely a easier platform for merchants or businesses to set up their online stores and their online pages, but it's ultimately their own Binance Pay or their own Netcash, and we will have more payment gateways in the coming months or so. But ultimately, those two were the more important one. So yes, we don't get involved. That's why it's a flat membership fee, and there's no commissions or sales fees because we don't manage anything.
So if I understand correctly, just for the benefit of the viewers and that, you are actually enabling businesses. You're not
Correct.
charging them to do things. You're just enabling them to broaden what they are currently doing and accept other ways to pay and have a bigger reach online, etc. You're just actually enabling people to grow, if I can put it that way.
Correct. And that's why one of our slogans that you will see on from time to time in the media is enabling and connecting. So we've got two main slogans. One is find and be found, and then the other one is enable and connect. That's basically what we do.
Perfect. We have another question from AC. How is DigitalFlyer going to reach so many small scale businesses to expand their reach? What are you doing, in other words, to get more people on board using DigitalFlyer, expand their business reach?
Well, firstly, what I can say is keep your ears posted on most of your community radio stations across the country from mid-December onwards. Follow us on our social media channels. We've got quite a large community and following in our social media channels, and you will see how that's driving and growing. Also, what's part of it is for those who were at one or two of the Binance meetups, you would see we are there. Last night we were at another business workshop. This weekend we in a mall with Community Business Expo. So constantly there are activities happening in business spaces where we are present and people are starting to get more familiar with it. And then we're running a lot of paid campaigns, advert campaigns to pull people to DigitalFlyer's page or DigitalFlyer's site.
Perfect. Sorry, I heard you mention you have a community expo. For all those in the chat, can you give a little bit of an explanation of this? Maybe some of them want to pop through what DigitalFlyer is doing, who they're working with, things like that. I know I've been to one and there were some quite big names. I won't mention them, but there were some quite big names actually at this expo. Stuff that in a childhood I know was staple in my mother's kitchen. I see them working with DigitalFlyer. You give us more of a description of what this is, where it is, how people can come view, see what's going on.
Yeah, sure. Basically, what we've done is we've started with the community. We've changed it now from Business Expo to Business Marketplace, and we work with a prominent mall in Pretoria. I don't know if I can mention the name, but come check us out. It's in Pretoria East. We're there from Friday to Sunday, and what we do is we negotiate special prices from the mall for the space, and then we give that. We don't make any profit out of it. It's 100% cost break. And then we give that pricing back to certain businesses, community businesses, whether they are PC repair works or bigger names like what you were mentioning earlier, or whatever the case is. Those people then come and this is normally businesses that don't have the ability or the funds to be at a business expo. So inside the mall, we then showcase. They come with their merchandise or their products or their goods, and they sell that to the mall visitors. And that way also getting exposure for their business, and then also, of course, exposure for DigitalFlyer. So the aim with that is we started with one mall, and we've now partnered with another company, which the live event last night where we presented Binance Pay and DigitalFlyer, that from next year, we're going to try and expand it across the country in more malls, offering local community businesses the opportunity to exhibit their businesses in spaces like that they normally won't get the opportunity or won't be able to afford it if they go directly to the malls. Does that answer your question?
Makes
Douglas?
sense. From my side, I don't mind if you do tell people what the mall is. I don't know if you're saying from a mall side, but if you'd like people to join, and you can say, you're more than welcome to let people know where it is, what time it's happening.
Come say hello to us. We're there from Friday 9 o'clock till, well, it's Friday, Saturday from 9 a.m. until about 6 p.m. in the evenings, and then Sunday from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. That's at the Woodlands Boulevard Mall in Pretoria East. Binance is going to be there. We're not sure if it's going to be Friday or Saturday, but they will pop in. But we will also represent Binance. So if you want to know more about Binance, more about DigitalFlyer, or whatever I showed you tonight, and you want to come and see how it actually works, or just come and say hello, then please pop in. Our stand is at the info desk inside the Woodlands Boulevard Mall. And there will be 14 other smaller community businesses that will be displaying their products, goods, and services.
Perfect. We have another question from Robert in the chat. How beneficial is DigitalFlyer to the undigitalized community? So I guess he's talking people that don't even have a digital presence.
That is a very good question. Now, we all know where we're heading. If your business is not on some form of a digital platform, or people can't find you on the internet, the chances are you're losing out on a lot of businesses. So it's very important to actually have an online platform. So now you don't need to go. I can't tell you how many customers we sit with that comes with long tiers saying they've had a web developer. I'm not saying it's across the board, but it does happen. They pay 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000 rands for their website, but the website is either not working, or each time they want to change something, it's costing them another arm and a leg, or it takes a week for the change to happen. Now, what happens is anybody can have an online platform for their own website, their own online store, etc., like what I explained earlier, and very, very quickly simply log in via the website, and go and change your details, or update your company information or your images in your photo gallery. So the advantages for any business, that's why I even used home sitters or house sitters, people who looks after people's houses when they're away, or babysitters, tutors, people who's looking at making extra income doing tutoring for other students. All of them can use that platform. So whether you're a Microsoft company, a big corporate, or a very side hustle business, small side hustle, one-man show, the platform will work for you, and it's going to pull customers to your site.
I've got a very interesting question here from WhatsApp on someone that is watching the stream. They're asking, what happens, for instance, I have a 17-year-old son that is washing cars. Are they able to use DigitalFlyer, or due to the fact that they're under 18 and aren't a registered business, are they unable to use DigitalFlyer?
Well, to be honest, I've been an entrepreneur since grade one. I don't know if you guys know what grade one is. Yeah, obviously, everybody, that's the first year in school. So the first job I did was when I was in grade one. So to answer that is yes, it's open for anybody. There's no age restrictions. If you want to have an extra income or do something, I actually admire kids and parents who allows their kids to do things like that, because it sets them up in further in life. So yes, in short, anybody can use it. Doesn't matter what your age are.
So you don't need registered company docs, etc.,
No,
to start on DigitalFlyer. So
no.
if I can put it this way, DigitalFlyer is to enable people in the same way, for a sense of Facebook Marketplace would be doing, but you're a lot more hands-on, a lot more engaged, and you're more enabling people with different methods of things to do than other competitors, for example.
Correct, and it's a captive audience. You've got your own little environment, your own unique URL. It's very similar to what Facebook does, but the problem with Facebook is if I post something now in a group, it's missing within 5 seconds. So you people don't really see it. So if you use your DigitalFlyer link, and you join in with our marketing capabilities and events and whatever the case is, people will find you. You just need to set up your page correctly, that it looks nice. It's got the keywords, because remember, people out there are very lazy. They don't want to read through pages and pages and pages of information before they can get to buy your product. They just want to know, who are you? Are you legit? Can you service my need? And what's it going to cost me? And how can I pay for it? That's all you want to do. If you look on our Facebook, our latest campaign talks about the 6 elements that an online business needs, or a business needs online. And we cater for all of that very quickly.
That is good to hear. So, guys, if you want more information on obviously those 6 things that an online business needs, or business needs online, feel free to check out DigitalFlyer's latest post on their Facebook page. We have another question from Robert. The question is, how much is the subscription fees and how long does it last? This has already been answered, but we just reiterated one more time for the chat.
It's 1,199 per year. So basically 1,200 rands per year. So once you've paid your subscription, your business page is then activated for a year, and 2 to 3 months before your subscription expires, you will start getting notices to say either renew or just let it go.
On that note, that question there, just a follow-up question. If I, for instance, put my business on now, does it run a year from date of when I pay, or is it January to January? So if I buy in December, does it end in January?
No, it's a year. from the date that you've actually paid your subscription.
That's good to hear. Good to hear, guys. So,
and the best of all, you can now pay with your crypto for your subscriptions as well.
And that is on Binance Pay, with a lot of options to pay your cryptocurrency with, guys. Binance Pay making leaps and bounds in the community, in the markets, looking to help small businesses, looking to help big businesses. We are here to help businesses to grow, to create another channel other than fiat to pay for your goods. As we've seen, Pick and Pay now accepting crypto. Binance looking to do something very similar. A question from Buckware, not a question, more a statement. Tutoring is a huge market that you could tap into. We're not going to get into that. What I am going to ask is one or two more questions to Mr. Deerveld. The first one of two, to be dead honest, before we end, is going to be, where do you see DigitalFlyer going in the future? How do you see it enabling people more and more and more as the years go by?
Adoption has always takes some time, but to be honest, we're looking at about 80,000 onboarded businesses before the end of 2023. The marketing strategy, we're now happy with the development and where we are. So we're now in the position where I can say I can comfortably hit the market really, really hard on marketing, because we've got a working platform. We've got a working product that's got all the bells and whistles that a business needs. I've tested it extensively. We've got, I think, just over about 600 businesses on there so far that has given us feedback, what works, what doesn't work. So yes, we're now ready to go big. And in short, we're going to be the biggest, and I don't want to brag or sound arrogant or something, but of course, we want to grow this to be the biggest online business marketplace in South Africa, first of all, Africa, and then globally.
It's always good to have aspirations, hopes. I mean, you've said it yourself. I'm sure you can say it again. What is a dream without community? Without. Yep, it is nothing at the end of the day. Aspirations, hopes, dreams, goals. That's what makes things come true at the end of the day. Before I ask you my last question, we do have two more questions coming from one more question coming from the chat. Can you register more than one business on the same account?
Yes, you can. What we've done is we're actually working with some marketing companies, companies who does marketing for other businesses or web developers, and they're becoming agents now. What we do advise those kind of companies is don't have all your clients under one account, because what happens if that client needs to go away? We don't migrate pages. So then that page will have to be deleted and the client will have to start all over again. So we do recommend rather opening up separate businesses or separate accounts for those businesses. But if you're the owner and it's your businesses, so you've got more than 2 or 3 businesses, or like the lady was saying earlier, or somebody said earlier, their son's business. So they can have the father's business on there, the mother's business on there, the kids' businesses on there, all under one account. But each business will pay its own yearly subscription.
Okay, so one subscription doesn't cover multiple business, one subscription per business at the end of the day.
Correct. But you can have multiple businesses under one account. You're still going to pay for each individual business, your yearly subscription, but you can have it under one registered account.
Okay, and then my last question before we do close the live stream. You mentioned a rewards thing, kind of skimmed over it a little bit. Can you tell us a bit more about that? How does it work? Is it like many of the reward system banks are currently using? What is this reward system? How do people get paid? Where can they spend this? Where you want people to be able to spend this? Can you just elaborate a bit more on that?
Yeah, like I said, no, perfect. Like I said, we should go live latest quarter, second quarter of 2023. But in essence, it works exactly like your bank loyalties and reward systems work. So when you buy or sell something through DigitalFlyer, you will earn a certain amount of CBTs, which is our utility token. Those tokens will then go into your wallet. It can be on a, I don't want to mention the wallets, but yeah, it can be on various wallets that we are busy integrating with. And you can then spend it at participating businesses that says they will accept, because CBT is like a crypto coin. It's a crypto token. So you can spend it or you can take it to an exchange where it's listed and go and trade it in the open market, or you can basically do a peer-to-peer transaction. Somebody wants CBTs and you want to sell your CBTs for currency or fiat currency, you can do that transactions. So in short, it's a loyalty program. So your business within DigitalFlyer automatically will have your own rewards loyalty program that your customers will actually get rewarded by buying your products.
Just on something I picked up in that exact statement there. So you would actually be able to use this rewards token and transfer it back into fiat. It's not like other competitive reward systems where you are forced to spend it at these special
Yes,
locations. You would actually be able to turn this back into fiat currency at the end of the day.
correct. There will be 3 elements that you can use your rewards. Like I was saying, the first one is traded on the open market wherever it's listed. The second one is spend it at participating businesses that says they are happy to accept CBTs or cryptocurrency. And the third one is a peer-to-peer kind of concept where in the platform or any one of the wallets that we are busy partnering and integrating with is to say, right, I want to sell my CBTs and somebody else is willing to buy it from you. So 3 ways that you can then use your CBT rewards.
That is awesome to hear. And on that note, we are going to say thank you very much, Deelwald, for the description, the showcase of your business, how you've integrated with Binance Pay. Before I end, any closing statements from you?
Yeah, just don't panic when you hear bad news in the market around crypto. Make sure that you stay educated. Make sure that you are researching products. Don't just jump into cryptocurrency. And yeah, at the end of the day, when Binance South Africa comes out with a meetup or an online event, bring everybody online. Like Douglas was saying earlier, is a vision without a community is just a dream, but a vision with a strong community creates miracles. And that's basically it. And on DigitalFlyer, we're here to stay and we're here to grow. We want to take the smaller community businesses to a next level and create self-sustaining communities. So yes, thank you for for tonight, Douglas. I really appreciate it. And just a special thanks to the Binance Pay team, Raymond and Adjowan and those guys. They did a fantastic job helping us with this journey on getting DigitalFlyer integrated with Binance Pay. So hats off to them, and yeah, it was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Deelwald. Guys, as you can tell, Binance, we are trying to enable the community. We are doing the best we can. We are going to keep bringing more and more people onto the Binance Pay platform to create a bigger, broader Binance ecosystem and Binance Pay ecosystem. So thank you everyone that has joined the video, the online session. We will be on the Telegram group. Deelwald himself is on the Telegram group at all times. If you do have any questions, feel free to ask them there or on Deelwald's or DigitalFlyer's groups as well. I will link those in the chat once the video has ended. Thank you everyone for attending. We are going to play our favorite video, the Binance Pay video, and then end the live stream. Thank you again, everyone that has joined us and has watched the show.